It costs a lot of money to hold an election, and that price tag is bringing new questions about a tax hike request by the city of Grand Rapids. 24-Hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey here at the live desk with more on this debate and some legislation that might prevent this kind of thing from happening. What's going on, Joe?
Yeah, well, Brian, they're doing a special election for that city income tax hike they're asking voters for in May. City officials say they need the money sooner than later because, really, they have a couple elections coming up later in the fall. One state legislator says, though, it's a bit disingenuous to spend extra money on an election while begging for money.
No longer safe.
Former Grand Rapids City Commissioner Rick Tormala says he understands the need and supports the effort in the vote to generate more income taxes. Voters will be asked to approve the measure during a special election on May 4th to bring back laid-off police officers and firefighters in the city of Grand Rapids. His question is with the price tag of the special vote, since voters will return to the same polls in the fall.
$85,000 is not really chump change, especially to ordinary citizens. And, you know, it's more than a police officer or a firefighter.
That is the cost for asking citizens to vote.
City Manager Greg Sundstrom says the city could combine the income tax vote with issues on the August or November ballots. But Sundstrom says the city needs the $7 million a yes vote would generate more sooner than later. A yes vote would allow the city to start collecting the additional tax on July 1st.
If they're not asked now, I will be compelled to make significant cuts for our budget year that begins July 1.
It's the same story in Kentwood and Wyoming, which have also scheduled special elections on May 4th to ask for more money. But one suburban Detroit legislator wants to streamline the process and save money. State Senator Michael Switalski is offering up a measure that would allow local elections in even-numbered years, state and federal elections in odd-numbered years. Special elections like the one scheduled for May could be held in November of either year.
Really, you can't justify saying, hey, I'm broke, I need money, and then spend money on an election that you could hold for free.
Now, Tormala tells me he now understands the reasoning behind the scheduling of that special election, but he says supporters of the tax increase need to do a better job of explaining that reasoning to voters. Back to you.
Thank you, Joe.